Hello, welcome to Intuitive Insights.
So today we're going to be talking about synchronicities.
Yes.
So specifically, we're talking about synchronistic numbers, and what those mean and why you might be seeing those. So what can happen during the awakening process, or when one starts to notice certain things or become aware of the surroundings, is synchronistic numbers, like seeing 1111 on the clock, or 333 on a license plate, or 777, or just seeing the same number multiple times.
Yeah, any combination of numbers.
Yeah.
When it catches your attention and you seem to notice it over and over again, those can be seen as, we call them synchronicities, and it's sort of like messages or confirmation from spirit or from the universe that we're sort of on the right track, or that it's trying to get our attention.
Yeah. So what can be really helpful, so I know for me, when I started to see those things, I started doing a lot of research on those numbers and what they meant. And what I experienced personally with it is what am I thinking about at that time, or what is my soul trying to, my higher self, trying to get my attention with. And it's different for everybody. I don't feel like one specific number means the same thing for anybody. I feel like it is very much based on you and your soul mission and soul purpose and your journey. Mm-hmm. And a lot of those codes and numbers that are being shown to you are bringing attention to something in your life.
Yeah. I mean, I like that. I think paying attention to what it is that we're thinking about.
Yeah.
Because that can definitely, I think, be helpful. I think also it's sort of like the universe knows how we're gonna interpret the numbers that it's sending us, because it is us and it knows us intimately. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna send us numbers that have specific significance for us. Mm-hmm. And for me, for example, once I started getting into awakening and noticing number sequences and stuff like that, I would find, like, I have this one website that I really enjoy going to. It's called Sacred Scribes. And so I will always check that if a number combination comes up to see what it means. So spirit knows that that's where I'm going to go. If I don't get that intuitive knowing of what the number means already, and I want to look it up, that's where I'm going to look it up. So spirit's going to send me numbers that it knows what the meaning is, where I'm going to look for the information. Yeah. And the information will just sort of present itself. Yeah. That's, I think, a key on any awakening journey, is once we start waking up and we start having questions, the information will just come into our sphere. And that's another synchronicity. That's, when I'm wondering about something, like, I start wondering about chakras, and then all of a sudden there's a chakra book on sale at the store, or there's one sitting on my friend's coffee table. Yep. It's all these little things, these ways that the spirit leads us down our path. Yep. And the more we take notice of those things, the more they start happening and multiplying. And a big way that spirit likes to lead us down that path is through the numbers. Yeah, it can be really helpful in regards to trusting the process and trusting your own soul and your own divinity in regards to that. And it's like kind of like what a synchronicity can be too, is like, say and this is in regards to like telepathic communication and things of that nature, which we'll get into with other videos. But it can be like, when I'm thinking about something me and Kassia talked about, and then all of a sudden she calls me or texts me or something like that. And it can be really helpful in regards to, or the book that she was talking about, or, hearing something online, and then somehow it's presented to you, like maybe a yoga class, or, some form of energy work, or something that you're feeling guided to, and then it's just presented into your reality. It can be really helpful to learn how to trust that intuitive information when it manifests into the physical reality through your divinity. And then I really like how you're saying how
like personal meanings to certain things, because the number 17 came up for me a lot, because the number one.
That's one of my numbers.
Really?
We've never talked about that before.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
It's so weird because my life path is a number 1, which I found out is Kassia's as well.
Yeah.
And then my twin's life path number is a 7. So when I first started my awakening, or becoming aware, or awakening to my divinity, and awakening to the truth of my soul, I still to this day see the number 17 everywhere, and I hold a very sacred meaning to that number. So if I was to, look it up, it may say something different, because that's very general, but to me it means something very specific.
Yeah, and so sometimes it's going to be those specific things, like, if you're thinking about a specific person or a specific situation, and then a number that you associate with them pops up, that's like confirmation. It's all about confirmation. It's all about leading us to the information or the awareness that we need, or confirming us that we're on the right track, or we have that information. So it's a lot of that stuff. And it's also, synchronicities can be just like these strings of coincidences that can't possibly be coincidences,
right?
Because everything lines up and happens so perfectly, and just in a way that, like, if you tried to make logical sense of it, it would, completely boggle your mind, but you just know that it's like divinely guided circumstances, divinely guided events, divinely guided, it's sort of like, kind of like, I can imagine the universe is like holding up signs, and it's like, you're on the right track. Good for you, buddy.
A big arrow.
Yeah.
It's like watching us just, I wonder what that means. Do I go this way? Oh, wait, that means I go this way. Okay, awesome. Like, because it's just so funny. It's almost like I can see, like, how spirit, like, views us. It's almost like when we watch a really funny movie and somebody, like, falls down and hurts themselves, or, like, does something wicked fucked up, and then we're just, like, dying laughing. That's, like, spirit.
Yeah, well, I had this image when you were talking about that. Do I go right? Do I go left? Of, like, there being this big sign up overhead that we're not noticing that says, like, no left turn.
I know.
And that's what it is. And spirits just sit there like, she gonna read the sign?
I know.
It's right there.
Right?
Gonna read it?
Yeah.
No? All right. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll just show it to her right down the road, because it's like, even if we choose to go a certain way with our own free will, spirit will align certain things with what we need in that present moment. And then the more we follow it, the more we anchor in that new timeline. And it's really just, it's about like confirmation that we're on that that path, that the shift, the paradigm shift, the great remembrance that we talk about a lot.
Yeah.
It's the confirmation that we are remembering certain aspects of ourselves. And it can be really fun to look up certain meanings of numbers and then tie in our own belief to that and what that may mean to us, which it is really fun to do. And it can become really playful to just play with the universe and just wake up every morning and be like, I wonder what spirit's going to show me today.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it can be. It's super, super fun. And it's just, once you start, like getting into it, it's absolutely everywhere. And then, it's like the more we follow those guideposts and the more we get into it and we start, reacting and playing along with the universe, the quicker that speeds up. It's like when you were talking about the timelines, right? Yeah. It's like we start gaining momentum, and it's like we're always going to end up in the place that we're meant to be. But if we ignore the signs and the guideposts along the way, and we make spirit keep rerouting us, it's just going to take us a lot longer to get where we're going. Yeah. But like when we hop back into that flow, we know that we're in that flow because we start receiving those synchronicities again. And we start receiving those signs from spirit, and like that momentum starts building again, and we get in the flow of that, and it can be really exhilarating and really fun. Yeah, it's super fun. I love it, and just the magic in it too. It's so amazing to just play with our magic and be with that magic and embrace that magic. It's like the magician energy in the tarot, and very much
learning how to play with the energies and utilize it, and to receive confirmation that the things that we're working on, we're aligning to our soul, and I just love it. So yeah, I mean, basically we wanted to, the intention of this was to give you an idea as to what synchronicities are about, or what that may look like, because we do talk about it a lot, and we will be talking about it more and more. It'll come up in readings that we do and other things that we get into. So if you had any questions about that, then...
Yeah, and I think a fun thing to do is to just set the intention to start receiving more synchronicities and more confirmations.
Yeah.
Just set that intention out to the universe if this is something that you've sort of noticed, but maybe it hasn't been happening that much and you'd like to have it happen more. And just put that out there and see what happens. Because we can engage the universe in this game, and this sort of dance, if you will, at any time. And it's really... our guides and our angels and all, they're just sitting and waiting for us to let them know that we want them to come in, and we want their presence to be known.
Yeah, that we're able to receive that.
Yeah.
That information. And we're open to receiving, those light codes, or, activations, which that's another topic that we're gonna, get into more. But just to throw it out there, just being open to receiving that, and believing that, that is you, that is your divinity, that is a higher aspect of you, getting your attention. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you have more questions about this or anything else. Like Kayla said, both of our information is in the description box. Yeah. Kayla does amazing tarot readings. I do amazing energy healing. You can definitely reach out to either one of us for those services.
Yeah.
It's just another way to start experiencing that magic in your life and sort of calling that energy in. And then also, feel free to donate. The link is down below. If you would like to do that, you may not necessarily be interested in the service right now, but you just want to let us know that you support us and you love us and you're really enjoying and feeling our videos and what we have to share. Definitely subscribe.
Yes.
It helps get the message out, helps more people find this video so that they can learn about these beautiful synchronicities that are happening in their own lives. And, just spreading the love and the light.
Yep.
And the energy. All that good, positive energy. And, thank you guys for tuning in. We really, really appreciate you. And you are a magical, divine being.
Yes,
don't forget it. The universe is just waiting to play with you. Just let it know that you're ready to play.
And just remember that is you. It's that is you. That is your divinity. You are the universe. Yes. You are the universe playing out an individual human experience, and that you have the power and you have it within you to do that. So trust in your power, trust in your divinity, trust in your magic, because you are so beautiful and so capable of having everything that you desire and really being of service to this earth and this planet. So
hell yes.
Hell to the yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it for this video, but thank you all so much.
We love you so much. Peace and love.
We do.